We often see celebrities as untouchable, almost immortal, but when they die, the truth comes into focus.
Brandon's my family. So is Bruce. I have to know the truth.
Autopsy reports, some of the most personal documents imaginable, reveal heartbreaking and sometimes shocking details that blur the line between public record and private pain.
I'm a happy type person. I smile a lot.
Brittany, please come back.
They're never easy to read, but they leave us with a deeper, often unsettling view of the people we thought we knew. Let's begin with a story that shook the entire music world.
I was 16. I was completely broke and needed to go get a job, so I got the Yellow Pages out and I couldn't find one thing that I wanted to do. So I decided I was going to push as hard as I could to be a musician.
In April 2016, the world woke up to a shock. Prince, the electrifying performer who gave us Purple Rain and When Doves Cry, was gone. He was discovered in an elevator inside his Paisley Park estate, already gone for hours. At just 57, the suddenness left fans searching for answers. Those answers came 6 weeks later, and they were grim. The autopsy revealed he had died from an accidental overdose of fentanyl, a synthetic opioid dozens of times stronger than morphine. Even tiny amounts can kill, but what was found in his system defied belief. The toxicology report showed 67.8 micrograms per liter of fentanyl in his blood. For comparison, fatalities have occurred at levels as low as 3 micrograms. In his liver, the concentration soared to 450 micrograms per kilogram, more than 6 times the amount experts already consider deadly. The numbers told a tragic story. Prince's relentless, high-energy performances had left his body broken, particularly his hip, which required surgery and constant pain management. The very medication he turned to for relief ended up stealing his life. A man who seemed untouchable on stage proved heartbreakingly human in the end.
So I was like, I gotta drive to Los Angeles. And so I got in my car and I went from the agency after I got this call.
In July 2013, fans of Glee were blindsided. Cory Monteith, who played the sweet, big-hearted Finn Hudson, was found dead in a Vancouver hotel room. He was just 31, and the contrast between his wholesome on-screen persona and the reality behind his death was staggering.
The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old actor Cory Monteith, who achieved great fame on the popular TV series Glee.
Monteith's struggles with addiction began long before fame. By 13, he was skipping school to drink and smoke marijuana. He entered rehab more than once, even just months before his death, determined to fight back. But those demons still lingered, even as his career soared. His desire to face that darkness through art was raw and real. While filming the indie drama Mechanic, he convinced the director to cast him as a drug addict, saying, "I can do this character. I know this character. I was this character." The performance hinted at a personal battle few truly understood. The autopsy revealed the devastating truth. Monteith had a fatal mix of alcohol and heroin in his system. Nearby, investigators found a spoon with residue, a used needle, and empty champagne bottles. For fans, the discovery shattered the illusion of Finn's innocence and exposed the harsh reality Cory could never escape.
Violent film. It's a violent situation, and it's a fun set.
The Crow was close to being a doomed movie after star Brandon Lee was killed in a handgun accident.
Hollywood is built on illusion, where even gunfire is supposed to be safe. That's why the death of Brandon Lee in 1993 remains one of the most haunting tragedies in film history. At just 28, the son of Bruce Lee was on the brink of superstardom, set to break out in The Crow, a dark revenge tale destined for cult status. The fatal scene seemed routine. Lee's character was shot at close range by actor Michael Massey using a prop revolver. But what no one knew was that a fragment from a previous projectile had been left inside the barrel. When the blank cartridge fired, it propelled the fragment with the force of a live round. Lee was rushed to the hospital and underwent 6 hours of surgery, but nothing could undo the damage. Medical examiners later confirmed a .44 caliber bullet fragment had lodged in his spine, tearing through his abdomen on its way. The autopsy not only detailed the fatal wound, but also exposed unsettling lapses in onset weapon safety. A round used for a close-up shot had never been properly discarded, a small oversight that cost a rising star his life.
Everything just calms down, and you just feel good about yourself and confident all the time. That's why people want to be celebrities.
Carrie Fisher was more than Princess Leia. She was a writer, performer, and truth-teller who turned her struggles into art. But in December 2016, the world lost her after she suffered cardiac arrest on a flight from London to Los Angeles.
United Airlines, it's a medical emergency.
And I got a phone call. They said they couldn't wake Carrie up.
Now to breaking news about actress Carrie Fisher. She's hospitalized tonight after suffering a serious heart attack.
She was just 60. Fans hoped for a miracle, but shortly after landing, she was gone. Fisher had never hidden her battles with addiction. In books and on stage, she spoke candidly about drugs, alcohol, and mental health, blending humor with heartbreaking honesty. Her brother Todd summed it up best. If you want to know what killed her, it's all of it. The autopsy results, released in June 2017, revealed just how much all of it meant. Toxicology tests found methadone, cocaine, alcohol, MDMA, and opiates in her system, with evidence of heroin exposure as well. It was a devastating mix, but it didn't officially make the report. Medical examiners listed her cause of death as sleep apnea, with drugs as contributing factors. For fans, it was a painful reminder. The woman who once symbolized hope for a galaxy far, far away had been fighting her own battles here at home.
I'm a happy type person. I smile a lot.
Brittany, please come back.
In the late 90s and early 2000s, Brittany Murphy was everywhere. From Clueless to 8 Mile, her star power felt unstoppable. But by the end of the decade, her career had cooled, and tabloids focused more on her personal life, especially her controversial marriage to writer-producer Simon Monjack. Friends worried, and in December 2009, those fears became reality. Murphy was gone at just 32. Her death stunned Hollywood because the cause seemed so ordinary: pneumonia.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, somebody's passed out.
Somebody what?
My daughter's passed out.
But her autopsy painted a more disturbing picture. A coroner's report released in early 2010 revealed she had also been battling severe anemia, triggered by menstrual bleeding and malnutrition. Her weakened body simply couldn't fight off infection. This was not something she just got a day or so before, a medical examiner explained. She was walking around with this for some time. Even more unsettling revelations came later. In 2013, a private lab test ordered by Murphy's father found unusually high levels of heavy metals in her hair. He publicly suggested foul play, calling it poison and hinting at murder. Officially, pneumonia and anemia were listed as the causes, but for many, questions still linger.
When things go bad in a car, man, it goes bad real fast.
We have one vehicle fully involved. Fire's not counted.
Paul Walker's death in 2013 felt like a cruel twist written by fate itself. The actor who brought high-octane thrills to Fast and Furious was killed in a fiery crash, riding as a passenger in a Porsche Carrera GT. The driver, Roger Rodas, lost control at around 100 miles per hour. The car split apart before erupting into flames. Both men were gone within moments. Rodas's autopsy described devastating head trauma, but Walker's report was even more harrowing. When first responders reached him, his body was found in what's known as a pugilistic stance, arms raised instinctively to protect himself. It revealed the sheer violence of the crash and the seconds he had to react before impact. The coroner listed his cause of death as combined effects of traumatic and thermal injuries. His jaw, collarbone, and pelvis were broken, but soot in his trachea told the most haunting detail. Walker had still been breathing as the flames consumed the car. The fire was so intense that his body was burned beyond recognition. Even his organs, normally recovered for donation, were destroyed. For fans, the man who seemed invincible on screen met an unbearably fragile end.
It's like you wanted an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense? No. So please, people, stop believing it.
By June 2009, Michael Jackson was preparing for a massive comeback. This as it was set to be his return to glory, proof that the king of pop could still rule the stage. But on June 25th, everything ended. Jackson was found in bed by his personal physician, Conrad Murray, not breathing and unresponsive at just 50 years old.
This is it. I mean, this is really it. This is the final curtain call.
What the autopsy revealed shocked the world. Jackson's body contained a dangerous cocktail of drugs: propofol, midazolam, diazepam, lidocaine, and ephedrine. Propofol alone is a surgical anesthetic, never meant to be used as a sleep aid in a home setting. Administered improperly, it can, and did, stop his heart. Murray was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter, his $150,000 a month treatment deemed reckless and deadly. Yet the report also revealed something stranger. Physically, there was no anatomical reason Jackson should have died so young. His heart and organs showed no fatal disease. Instead, it was the drugs, the routine meant to put him to sleep, that became his undoing. Cosmetic details also surfaced: tattooed lips, a darkened scalp to disguise wigs. Behind the glamour and legend lay a man desperately trying to hold himself together. Heather O'Rourke's career was tragically short, but unforgettable. At just 6 years old, she became the haunting face of Poltergeist, delivering the chilling line, "They're here." She reprised her role in 2 sequels, cementing herself as one of horror's most memorable child stars.
And so he didn't think that was very good of me. So he told us to come back again, and he told my mom to bring in, like, a storybook.
But by 1988, weeks after her 12th birthday, her story came to a heartbreaking end. O'Rourke had been complaining of severe abdominal pain and was rushed to Children's Hospital of San Diego. Doctors quickly realized her condition was dire. During emergency surgery, her small body gave out. The news stunned Hollywood. The young actress who had faced cinematic spirits hadn't survived a hidden medical nightmare. Her autopsy revealed she had lived her entire life with undiagnosed intestinal stenosis, a dangerous narrowing of the bowel. That blockage led to a massive infection, which triggered septic shock. Her heart and lungs shut down before doctors could save her. The timing made it even more devastating. Just 4 months later, Poltergeist 3 hit theaters with O'Rourke's final performance. For audiences, her last appearance on screen felt like a haunting echo of a talent taken far too soon.
Right, when I was younger, because when you read a book, sometimes the author...
In the 1980s, Tawny Kitaen was rock's ultimate muse. She was the face and the body of hair metal's wildest era, draped across car hoods in Whitesnake videos like Here I Go Again and Is This Love. She lit up Rat's Back for More, stole scenes in Bachelor Party, and later appeared in the reboot of WKRP in Cincinnati. But fame faded, and in the 2000s, she made headlines again for her candid battle with addiction on Celebrity Rehab. In May 2021, Kitaen died suddenly at her Newport Beach home. She was 59. Fans braced for the worst, assuming her past struggles had caught up with her. But the autopsy results, released 5 months later, told a different story. Medical examiners ruled her death natural, the result of dilated cardiomyopathy, a weakened, enlarged heart unable to pump blood properly, mild coronary atherosclerosis, a buildup of fatty deposits in her arteries made things worse. Small amounts of prescribed antidepressants and anti-anxiety drugs were also detected, but they weren't the cause. In the end, it wasn't drugs or scandal that claimed Kitaen. It was a silent, relentless condition that even she didn't know was waiting.
Anyway, yeah, but me and Quentin, we have a lot to talk about, on or off camera.
David Carradine was Hollywood royalty, the son of actor John Carradine and brother to Keith and Robert. After a stint in the Army, he made his own mark in the 70s as Kwai Chang Caine on Kung Fu. Decades later, Quentin Tarantino revived his career with Kill Bill, where Carradine embodied the chilling, soft-spoken villain known only as Bill. But just as he was enjoying his resurgence, tragedy struck. In June 2009, Carradine was found dead in a Bangkok hotel room. He was 72. At first glance, it appeared to be suicide. A rope around his neck suggested hanging. Yet the scene raised troubling questions. No note was left, and investigators quickly grew uncertain. The autopsy revealed the cause of death, asphyxiation, but the details pointed elsewhere. The rope had also been tied around his genitals, and Carradine was discovered wearing a wig and fishnet stockings. Forensic experts concluded it wasn't natural and likely not suicide, but instead an accidental death linked to autoerotic asphyxiation. The revelation stunned Hollywood. The man who once embodied discipline and serenity on screen had met an end as bizarre as it was tragic. These lives were more than headlines and autopsy reports. They were stories of talent, struggle, and humanity. Each one left an imprint on the world, and though they are no longer with us, what they gave continues to live on. To all of them we say, rest in peace. You are remembered, you are missed, and you will not be forgotten. If this video moved you, please like and subscribe so we can continue honoring the legacies of those who shaped our culture and touched our lives. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.